Alrighty, so here we are back playing some more Tropico 6. We're on to episode number 12 of our Rich Island playthrough. So let's get into it. Alrighty. So I just built up the Cyber Operations Center. A couple more months until hopefully these guys are done. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of time, but that's okay. I believe I activated the last Caribbean Trade Pact Association in 1957. So 1960, we should sometime that year be able to activate it again. Continue looking for good imports. And what I wanted to do was build up some parking decks around. So let's go and unlock them. And let's go and demolish some mansions and put parking decks in their stead. Put a park next to them. That park there's fine. Quick build this up. And max out the budget. Camera surveillance. Alrighty, so rich people will use this parking deck. However, they're gonna want to have other parking decks around to be able to drive to those. So let's go ahead and sort of choose out some areas that we want parking decks. Kind of on like every other corner, I think is a pretty good idea. That's probably fine there. And then here we can put one. With another park like that. Okay. So let's go ahead and let these get demolished down. Max out the budget. And let's go through selecting these locations. So it's gonna suck having, oof man, this many additional poor people, but I was kind of thinking about it honestly. It's only one job position per parking deck. And the max wage is really low, $7 per month. But luckily we're not gonna have that many people working in these buildings. It'll only be like a few, so at least there's that. And there. So what also does suck is that they're detracting from the local beauty, which is really terrible because this is gonna lower the housing quality of mansions. But luckily it doesn't seem to be doing too bad. As we can see, this one's below 100. So if they're below 100, I'm going to bump them up to where they're at least above 100. Can come back later and make it even better. But for now, anything below 100, just going to bump it up. This one, as a matter of fact, I think we can, no. It would be nice to lower them, but not always going to be a viable option. Okay, either way. Things are looking pretty good for us. So, hopefully pretty soon, man, our money is just skyrocketing out of control. Checking on the population. Nice, vacant jobs is going down. That's really good. College educated people. We need even more offices. So let's go ahead and build another one. Go ahead and quick build that. Press play for a second. And max out the budget. Water coolers for all of them. We'll leave this one on corporate business as well. I mean, I really don't want to build... Oh, no. I was talking about this already. What I want to do is go ahead and start building up some more luxury hotels then. So let's go and do that. I don't want to build like some right next to each other, so we'll kind of move them about a bit. That looks pretty good. That many, that quickly. Maybe we can do one here, and then one here, one here. Maybe one here. This might look a bit cluttered, but hopefully it's alright. That is really expensive. Quick building all of this, but it is going to be nice because we can start getting a lot of rich people. Not only coming to visit the island, but many of our Tropicans What is this?
Canal Uno would like to welcome Hollywood movie star Buck Bailey to Tropico. We hope you're here for a holiday and not to blow people up like in your action movies.
Does this mean we have a tourist or a celebrity on the island? Buck Bailey requires Tropico love of 3 stars or more. So Buck Bailey. 2 people that I named a long time ago. Economy. Current tourist. Celebrity. Buck Bailey. No occupation. Open house. Movie actor. Country singer. Let's zoom in on him. Looks like he's in... What's it called? He's in the metro station currently. That's really cool. So it looks like I have to kind of do something with them. It won't let me move my camera around. When I click on him. Kind of annoying yet, so he's right here. No occupation. Open house. Increase the tourism rating by 1 based on the current Tropico love. Cost a monthly compensation of 100. Has to be offered citizenship via super villa first before an occupation can be set. Franchise figurehead increases efficiency of all fast food joints by 7% based on the current Tropico love. Cost a monthly compensation of $100. Fast food joints, that's kind of lame. Deputy increases the radius in which police stations increase crime safety by 7% based on current Tropico love. So that's really good, I think. A deputy. Deputize Buck Bailey. That could be really neat. I wonder where he's at now. Still in here. That's fine. We'll leave him be. I'm not sure what we need to do to get those stars up. Checking out our population. Plenty of people moving in. Very good. Bunch of criminals. Hopefully many of them are in prison. Uneducated. Inside prison. Inside prison. This guy's a criminal and he's working inside El Presidente Club. That's pretty hilarious. Like a criminal is like part of this corrupt building, which is really funny, I think. Let's get fake charity. I mean, we have so much money anyways. Is there any such thing as fake charity? Not sure.
They drive themselves into the back of a truck so that you don't have to. Coming soon to a road near you.
To a road near you. That's pretty funny. So our population is filling in this casino here at least. And we're kind of having issues filling in the tourist ones. So hopefully right here, start to make some pretty good money by hiring in a lot of, not hiring in, but bringing in a lot of tourists. Let's go ahead and build up some mansions around here. The people working in these buildings should be rich, so hopefully they will be able to live in all of these houses here. Let's go and just quick build all this. We have so much money. Just drowning in money. Let's check in residential occupancy. So we're kind of doing all right there. Come check downtown. We need more well off. And then over here we could probably use just a couple more mansions. So any well off expansions that are going to happen to the downtown area first. Only makes sense, right? So let's go ahead and add this one here. The same building and then a different building. Suppose we can do one here like this. Whoa, that was weird. I mean, I would like to make like sort of like a little block here, but kind of doesn't look like I'll be able to. Let's just go ahead and do that. That's fine. Quick build all of this up. And get solar panel windows, check residential occupancy. As we can see, our well-off population's fine. So we just finished market manipulation, right? So let's check sort by deviation. And it hasn't popped up yet, right? We check out imports, export, import, exports. Come down to the imports, we don't see any differences. Reason being is that we're gonna have to wait 11 months, which really sucks, because if you read the Cyber Operations Center, if you read this, it says on the next 2 trade offers. So the next 2 years, we will have this. So let's go ahead and actually cancel this one. And as a matter of fact, I think I want to get the Eternal Flame. I think it'll just look interesting to build in amongst all of my skyscrapers. So let's go ahead and do that. I wonder how long it'll take. Residential occupancy, workforce occupancy. Oh, 1960. I think we can turn on the Caribbean Trade Pact Association sometime very soon. So the Cyber Operations Center is going to give us like kind of like a baseline. We'll be able to get most of our imports this way at like a pretty decent deal. At least below average is what we're hoping. So we're importing goods for relatively pretty cheap. And then every once in a while we'll do the Caribbean Trade Pact Association, really try and do it on cooldown, and this will give us really good import deals. So we'll try and get everything we need with the Cyber Operations Center, and if we manage to find something with this edict here, then we'll get rid of the import from this building and do the better import deal. And so ideally, way in the future, all of our imports will be handled through the Caribbean Trade Pact Association, but anything that we can't quite find, this building will suffice. Alrighty, so there is all of that. Let's check in residential occupancy. Permanently exclusive. What's this do? I mean, we could do 2 of them on this. Let's go ahead and build up. Let me get away from that plane. It's kind of annoying to hear the plane. Let's build up this building. I guess maybe we can do sort of our first one somewhere around here just to kind of add to this area's look. Wanted a bunch of interesting buildings right here behind or in front of our skyline. Eventually the skyline will link up. I'll build more offices probably. They're out here as we need them. Let's go and put this here. Press play on it. Max out the budget. So now what I'm curious about is increases P, upkeep, modern masterpieces. That's alright. So this could increase the efficiency of high schools and colleges, so we'll probably end up doing that. So let's research this building. Museum of Modern Art. So now we can do ultra modern access, decreases the fee by 6, service quality decreased by 10, increases efficiency of high schools and colleges. So kind of important. We won't make it only for tourists, this one will be for our population. Service quality of only 87, right? But if we come over here and let's do these 2, change them to permanent exhibition, both of them. What is our overall efficiency here? 132, so we might need a third one. Let's go and see. Click on this building, come to efficiency, permanent exhibition. So it's maxed out at its 30%, as we can read here. It has the very last sentence, the bonus can be cumulated up to a cap of 30%. So we're already getting the 30%. Which is really nice. So it's pushing the efficiency all the way up to 162 with our minister as well. So all sorts of things are getting stacked here. All sorts of different bonuses. Pushing the service quality up to 108, even though we're on ultra modern open access. So now what we can do is come and check in on a college. So this is a pretty big chain. And as we can see, ultra modern open access is at 10%, so we need 2 more of these. So let's go ahead and do that. Maybe we can have one kind of in this downtown area. like midtown, I guess. And then let's make one only for tourists over here. We don't really have space for it. Maybe we can build it downtown only for tourists. Oops. I don't really want to. Yeah, I guess we can do it here. That looks alright. And quick build, quick build. Press play. As a matter of fact, we'll leave them all for my population as well. Max out the budget and put them all on ultra modern open access. So that's pretty neat. Press play probably just for a second. Make sure these bonuses come in. And now let's check on our colleges. As a matter of fact, I think the cap from ultra modern open access is capped at 20%, isn't it? Oh, this bonus does not stack. Okay. Maybe we can do modern masterpieces then. $300 and anyone like well off can visit. We'll just make it for tourist or not for tourist only, and we'll just keep them on recent, I think. So recent, and then this one is ultra modern open access. Okay, so that is pretty decent. Let's go fill these areas in with some parks because I'm not gonna really be doing much else to the whole city block that they're taking up. And then on top of that, what we can do honestly is just a number of these buildings here. Alrighty, so there's those all done. That is pretty neat, so our population can come and visit these. College education is required. Vacant jobs, colleges. Let's just hire in a number of people. We have one person who's college educated who doesn't have a job, so we can leave this office job open for them. As a matter of fact, let's start building in some more offices to start filling in this skyline here. Let's just build up. Oh wow, that's a lot of money I'm spending. Okay, we'll chill out here for a bit. Look what our banks are up to. Almost 1,000. They're almost back to $1,000. I think every time we make it over 1,000, I should build a new bank and put it on this work mode. That seems like a pretty wise idea. Anyways, April 1860. Let's check our edicts. Not quite yet. Let's just check trade deals. Sort by deviation. Sugar, real cheap. Fireworks, planks from the Dominican Republic. How much is this plank deal? 10%, that's it. So, as we can see here, we're getting a better plank deal. Let's check in on the customs office. It's maxed out, which means that honestly I should get rid of this plank deal, cancel trade route, come over here and get this plank deal. So let's go ahead and do that. So, making even more money from producing our furniture. Where's the Trade Institute? Right here. I remember electronics is going down, smart furniture is going up. Okay. I wonder how long it's going to take for all this stuff to happen. I wish we could like get rid of some of these trends and stuff, but I think it's all just going to sort of be random a bit. Let's check in on our research points. We're generating a decent amount. We're going to need even more. So I think it might be a good idea to build up another research lab. So let's go ahead and build one up, maybe downtown over here. Yes, and then honestly, probably the rest of the space will fill in with mansions. Do we still have? We still do have urban development activated. So modern mansion. I want to fill in. Oh, you know what? Let's cancel that. Let's check crime safety around. Crime safety. We need a new police station here. So, I only noticed because this is like a perfect space for it, like a 2x4, and everywhere else will fill in with modern mansions. So let's do one right there, one right here. Cool. Whole bunches of stuff is coming in, and honestly, let's go and build our what were they? The high schools. We're gonna want these anyways, so let's go ahead and build them. People can now move on to the island. Go and retrieve a high school diploma before assuming a position amongst our population. So, gonna quick build this one. Max out the budget on them. Interactive education on all of these. Leave it on the normal work mode, and that is perfect. Go and quick build this one. Do all the same things, max out budget, general education, interactive education, and quick build this one. And just like before, everything is totally fine. So something's going on with the electricity, which is really bad on our island. Like, we never want this to happen, so let's go assess the issue here. This thing's producing 650, so let's build another one then. Solar power plant. Let's go for aesthetics here. Put this on high priority. We don't really want to quick build it. We're kind of chewing through a lot of money very quickly. And kind of want to save up for the Caribbean Trade Pact Association, which we can get now, but let's give it a little bit of time. As a matter of fact, I might as well wait until the new year. Reason being is that we can see what we get from our cyber operations center. Let's go and check in on our super rich people. It looks like a lot of them left recently, which isn't great. We need people to be moved in here. Let's see how much money they make if there's people inside. It looks like $160 per month, which is pretty gnarly. It's a lot of money. Oh man, I hope people don't move out because we don't have electricity. That would not be great. If so, let's quick build this. Max out the budget. A job quality of only 80. So not a really good job quality. Looks like we're almost in a fixed position. Come over here and just purchase some more wind turbines. So that should help out. Pushing us 500 over the limit, so that's pretty decent. Rich people. I'm not sure if I went and made this only for tourist only on all of these, so let's go do that real quick. Tourist only. Okay. Pretty decent. No resident. I wonder what Buck Bailey wants.
Hey, bud. You want an autograph?
The higher the Tropico love of a celebrity, the higher the impact on action standing when you post a comment. Uncommented spits will decrease the Tropico love, so do we have to do this? Oh, I'll be damned. I just found out about this place. Or I just found out this place doesn't even have an American football team. Post positive reply. Communist standing goes down by 3 and adds a star to the Tropico love of the celebrity. So let's do that. So now, perhaps our national cricket team could retrain. They certainly aren't having any success with their current sport. Ooh, thank you kindly. So we're throwing our own people under the bus on social media to make this celebrity even happier. Oh yeah, it's 1960 and we got a smartphone, which is pretty funny. Either way, now the celebrity is more happy. Hey, look, we can offer him citizenship now. Okay. How many different... So there's a total of 6. We should make them like a neighborhood. We'll make these 6 houses for all the celebrities if we can attract all of them. Starting with Buck Bailey. So now Buck Bailey lives here. Wealth, filthy rich, education, college, occupation, no occupation. And he is living in a super villa. Really, really nice.
What you need? Is it some
Compensation 0. So give him an occupation. We should do deputy with him, right? Wow. So that's fine. Totally down. So that's really cool. I wonder how things are going to turn out as time goes on. Let's check out crime safety. He should help out with the crime safety of the island. We should build a police station over here. Doesn't look like... Oh, I did build one previously. Let's build one, I guess right here is fine. Max out budget. Always on duty. Second shift. Okay. Here's our new deputy. Oh, heck. That's pretty cool. Movie actor, country singer, deputy of Tropico 6. That's pretty cool. Wow. Let's go back to our population though. Raider shows up, brings in some new people. Celebrity, special citizen. That's pretty cool. Lots of criminals, which sucks. Lots of vacant jobs, which also sucks. Colleges. Oh, it's because I built up so many colleges recently, I think. Or offices. Unemployed, only one college person. So let's go through and we'll do offices. And every office that isn't an office. But if it's just a normal office, we'll leave one with one vacant position. Hire on a bunch of people, 30,000. We don't really have money for that, so let's give it some time. Check residential occupancy. All of our mansions are still very full. Very nice to see. All these mansions over here are getting pretty full, which is also very nice to see. Buck Bailey lives here. And nothing else much that we can do for him. He's filthy rich, so he can kind of do whatever he wants on our island. Private banking. See how much they're up to. Not quite 1,000 yet. I wonder if any of these high schools are ever going to have people coming to even be educated in them. I kind of feel like not. I guess we'll see. Presidente dude. I don't know why, but that's really funny. But I have an idea. We could use this opportunity to retrofit our network servers and we'd be up and running again in no time. I promise there'll be no more vacuum tube relays or clockwork diodes in the new systems. At least I'm 90% sure. Seems pretty smart, honestly. Let's spend the 15k. Yeah, this is my favorite version of Penultimo. Reboot successful. Backing up logs. Now for redundant deletion in the bit bucket. That kind of flies above my head. Redundant deletion. I feel like deletion couldn't possibly be redundant, right? Like deleting stuff for no reason. I just need to flick my dongle before putting the floppy back in. Don't worry about how it works. No one is really sure about that. But we're back in the game. Cool. So hopefully they can finish that up sometime pretty soon. And now we're starting to get a pretty solid looking island here. Power shortage, that sucks. I hate power shortages. I wonder what the issue is. But either way, let's check in on... Yeah, that's the backdrop that I was kind of sort of hoping for. Hopefully it gets a little bit more filled in. Maybe what I'll do... Oof, man. Maybe what I'll do is build all of this up with nothing but offices. Maybe like all through here. These kind of like the core here. With mansions on the outside here. Stretching maybe through the backside here. And then more offices all the way through this entire area. With mansions on the outskirts, of course. Making some good money. Just hired in a bunch of new office workers. And we keep running into issues with our nuclear power plant. For some reason, the automated mine. Yeah, that's really annoying. So something that I should do is check in on our uranium. So let's find uranium, right? And processed. So all of it's being processed and we're not producing that much, which really, really sucks. None of it's being exported, which is good to see, but we're just not processing that much. So first off, let's go ahead and get a warehouse. Let's go ahead and store. Let's go ahead and store all of the uranium that we're mining. We don't want any of it anywhere else. Uranium, uranium, uranium. Right, so there's that. Then let's go ahead and get some Teamsters buildings over here. Can do 1, 2. That's all we need for right now. Max out the budget on every single Teamsters office, but these ones specifically, we're going to set an emergency job from here to here, confirm, and this one here to there, confirm. Now what we should do is probably give it, yeah, we don't really have time to spare, so let's go ahead and spend probably all of our money, every little bit we can, on just some additional electricity. Which isn't the funnest thing to be spending our money on, but we just need this electricity. So that we'll be in a pretty decent spot. Looks like this is the limit, that direction there, so let's go this way. And there we go, we ran out of money. Max out the budget on all of these, still don't have enough, so that's a shame. I wish we could make sure that this building always has power, but it looks like they are producing some uranium, which is decent. Let's come and check out our raider over here. Haven't checked this building out in a while. As long as the planks are still readily being picked up, we're doing alright. This building is nearing its maximum amount of input storage, which is good. Deliver an amazing speech. We should be winning our elections pretty consistently from here on out. Kind of forever, honestly. Let's acknowledge an issue. What's the lowest here? Job happiness. That's crazy. Like, the only thing that people have to complain about is they hate their jobs. Like, everything else is pretty good. Healthcare is kind of low. Should build some more hospitals and that'll fly right up. Praise a action. Let's praise the intellectuals, I guess. Blame a superpower, no one. Promise an improvement of nothing. So there is that. We are kind of fumbling because I should have saved up money. We're running into electrical issues though, so that's what the issue is. But let's go check out our trade deals. Look at these. So cheese, hides, cloth, juice, logistics, drones, fish, pineapple. It's all sorts of really neat things. And oh, look at this, from the darknet. And what else is nice is that we're not actually making anyone upset. I thought that importing this stuff would make people upset, but it looks like we're fine. Now we can get all sorts of really good things. These aren't the best of deals. 35%, that's decent, you know? But we could potentially get way better import deals from the Caribbean Trade Pact Association, but in the very least we'll be importing stuff at a decent rate here. So first off, let's see if there's anything we're importing. So see, yeah, this is 63% off. That's from the Caribbean Trade Pact Association, as compared to from the Darknet, 34, decent. But all sorts of stuff that we can get here. And so every year, as long as we keep on doing the raid, we should be able to have access to this stuff. So that's decent because we can kind of fill in whatever we're needing. Two things of pineapples, different volumes. Real quick, I just want to check out what like the maximum deviations here are. So 135,000, 32,000 units of apparel. That would take a bit of time. Not much there. I'm not really interested unless it's over 100k. Fish, logistics, drones. 94k, still pretty bad. The juice, pretty bad. Cloth, definitely not going to be that high. Hides, very cheap. Cheese, 135k. 131, but the thing is that's 75,000 units of cheese. That's going to take forever to fill in. But what could be nice is I wouldn't need a cheese factory anymore, so there's that, but I don't really feel like doing that. What would be nice if we had... What would be nice would be if we had coconuts, but we don't. So honestly, like, this is a decent example. It's just there's nothing here that I want, which is kind of a shame. We could get apparel, but I mean, it's fine. Let's just save up money for a bit and do our Caribbean Trade Pact Association. This is actually a golden age of prosperity. Oh yeah, now we're starting to get cars around.
Of course, life is tough for those without jobs. I understand. My job is everything to me. But soon, my people, everyone will have tolerable pay, bigger bosses, and harder work. Together, as we are forging our future, we owe gratitude to our intellectuals. Tropico's education is in good hands as youngsters learn my teachings. The future is smart. It is you, my friends, who I thank for making me what I am today. I am proud to be your Presidente. Viva Tropico!
I really like this. We're starting to see a lot of rich people just walking around. A librarian is rich. Really cool to see. Lots of rich people. Real quick, let's go and check it out. Social Security. $18. Another dollar improved. As long as we keep on building, like steadily building offices, they have a wage over 20. So as long as we, like, if we had a humongous amount of offices and office workers, then that's one way that we can definitely get our Social Security amount over $20. So that'll just take time. And on top of that, any other job that provides a very high wage. What is the wage here? $22 working in a museum of modern art. That's neat.
I think we might have a problem. After landing at the coordinates we were given, well, there are billboards of you everywhere. But it's not you. But I feel it is you. But also that it's not. I'm confused.
This is weird, Presidente. It's like a bizarro version of Tropico, but older, lower in quality. The people here look so distorted and simple. Oh god, their hands. They're just flesh-colored lumps. I think I'm gonna be sick, Presidente. I think the whole team needs a little something for our nerves, and we're too afraid to touch any of the weirdly blurry fruit they sell here. Either some soul food for our nerves or some soul pills for our minds. Either will do. We just need to get our heads on straight, because I can see our target. Pharmaceuticals or chocolate. One or the other. Let's do pharmaceuticals. Deliver pharmaceuticals. So that kind of sucks. We need to get pharmaceuticals. So let's do a trade here. We have no pharmaceutical imports from those guys. We have a building that can produce pharmaceuticals, but there's no oil here. But alternatively, you know what's pretty intense is if we research wherever it is, the pharmaceutical company. Let's go ahead and activate it. We can hit play on it. Max out the budget and go from genuine generics to powerful placebos. So it consumes sugar instead to make pharmaceuticals. So that's pretty intense, right? And so then we go to trade and we find all we need is a sugar import. So whoever will sell us sugar, and of course, right, we're getting sugar for very cheap. So we can just import this sugar. Over time, we'll make a lot of money off of this. But the big thing is this is going to fuel our downtown pharmaceutical company. So let's go ahead and build ourselves a warehouse somewhere. Anywhere will do, but I kind of want it tucked out of the way. Somewhere that won't be too bothersome. Maybe here. Let's go and quick build that up. And what we can do is come search for sugar. Sugar. And just keep on doing that. I always wonder what this 58% is. Resource is stored in this warehouse. Let's see if we lose money. We don't. I don't know what is going on with that. Either way, so 50,000 units is where we're importing, and here's space for 30,000 units. So I think we won't need any of these upgrades, at least for a while. Let's go ahead and rename this Sugar Warehouse. Let's go check in on all of them. Plank Warehouse, and this is Uranium Warehouse. URANIUM. Uranium Warehouse. Okay. So all of our warehouses are sorted. Things are looking pretty good. Now all we need is people to move in, start working here, which they are. And then we'll just need to wait, hopefully not too long, but we'll need to wait until our sugar starts showing up. So now let's go ahead and do a new one of these buildings. Quick build that up. And let's rename this to Sugar Delivery Service. Sugar Delivery Service. Max out the budget here. And what I want to do is make these guys pick up sugar from the dock and drive it all the way here. So specifically, anyone working here, that's your job. Planks, Teamsters. I mean, I guess that's a fine name. These guys, Uranium. Uranium, not delivery. Trucking. Uranium trucking. Same thing with this place. Uranium. Trucking. Cool. Uranium trucking. 2 uranium trucking buildings. Picking up uranium, bringing it to certain buildings. Let's check in on our population. Uneducated. We need people. That says 0. I wonder why. I'm not sure why. All the workers are here. Either way. We're going to need people to occupy certain buildings. Sugar delivery service. We definitely want people there. Uranium trucking. Let's go ahead and pick these people up. The other uranium trucking company. I wonder why all those are 0. Why they're showing up even. Police station, shopping mall. Let's do the shopping mall. Just hire a bunch of people for that. Funfair Pier. Nothing else too much. Homeless families. Wow, we're actually hitting a point where we're gonna need some more housing soon. Definitely didn't see that coming. But I guess it has been a little bit of time since I built up some housing. Urban development is still active, and we can activate the Caribbean Trade Pact Association. Let's do that real quick. And come and check in on our new trade routes. So we can import cloth 73% off. That's compared to our 63, so even better. We can import cigars, that could be decent. Let's see what else we have. So we only see 2, right? And this is telling me that the third one is going to be below these 30%, so it's probably this milk. And I reckon it's only 26% because if we come to the trade menu, I'm guessing that milk has been going up lately. And as we can see, that's true. So as we can see, the standard cost of milk is $2,200, and if we check out goods and prices, we can see milk is like $1,000 more than that. So $3,100 versus $2,200. So that's standard. That's like default right at the beginning of the game. $2,200, and so we're getting it like the world's selling it. The global market is $31, so $1,000 more expensive. And so the discount that we're getting is from this number here. So $3,100. With the Caribbean Trade Pact Association activated, it brings it down to $1,600. So even though it says we're only 26 below standard, we're actually around 50% off. So that's pretty decent. We could import milk, but we're already making milk, so not really much of a concern of mine. But let's go and do the cigar import. That's $250,000 and only 36,000 units. So 36 ships showing up. So it'll only take a couple years. So that's pretty decent. What else we can do is this cloth import. Let's go and cancel that and do the better one. So max that out. 66,000 units, $250,000. We should start doing something with the cloth sometime soon. Maybe as a matter of fact, what we could do is just start building fashion companies. And we could just make apparel out of cloth. That's not terrible. We could build fashion companies kind of just wherever we wanted to as well. So what is really nice is the pharmaceutical company is right here. The sugar warehouse is right here. And then where we need to deliver the pharmaceuticals to in the end is right next door. So pretty neat. But this video is definitely over my target 30-minute duration. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. It was a lot of fun building up all this different stuff going on. And I'm pretty excited for where this island's going to end up. You can just imagine skyscrapers filling up this entire valley here. More rich people than even well off, with no poor people. So maybe like the last episode, one of the last few things that I'll do is fire anyone who's poor in the hopes that they'll get a better job, and someone from a richer family will move into their vacant job position, allowing us to have more, or well, potentially no poor people at all. Could be really, really cool. But if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to follow along with more Tropico 6 series like this in the future, then be sure to subscribe. Peace.